So the weather is pretty mild today. I got my Panzer VIII mouse here, and well, the way that it was made from Dragon, it's not combat ready. Yeah, it doesn't have extra track on it. It doesn't have any decals. It doesn't have Pioneer tools. It doesn't have a bore brush or anything like that. So I have a lot of extra parts, and we're gonna get it combat ready. First, though, I want to show this detail set from Verlinden that I put in it. It's this one. You see, it has an engine, it has the fuel tanks, and the transmission, and everything, plus all the vents. I didn't really use all the vents. I wanted to leave some of it a little open, where it can be like closed again and stuff. Still, like the front plate. I already have it all finished and installed. I think it turned out pretty good too. See the engine there. I closed one of the vents on this side. I left this one open. The intakes. I also left one side closed here and only opened one side. You see the transmission in there and everything. I think it turned out pretty good. I think the engine looks the best though. It looks really good. It was kind of hard to get small brush down in there to get some of the detail parts, but it turned out good. So this is what we got to put on here. We have ends of a tow cable. I can use some string to make a tow cable from it. We have some spare track, some C-hooks, shovel, jack, an axe, a crowbar. Not. I think about cutting that off to use as the handle for the axe. I also have for the pickaxe. And I also have this handle. It doesn't look very good anymore. So we have a bore brush. We have a wood block, some clippers, and there's a couple other little parts there. That should pretty much get it all ready to go. So I guess we'll start by making the tow cable. We have a piece of string here and a couple of ends. The end is unfortunately a bit frayed, so we'll cut the end off. Just clean up everything right now. Decided I will use this pickaxe handle. It doesn't look great, but it's already painted, ready to go. Might change. I think the paint's okay. I'm not sure about the shovel. It's not great, but it's the closest one I have. So I cut on any connecting pins off because we're not going to be able to use them. And I shaved down any part that had molding lines, like this had molding line, and there was some on here too. Um, and all the little, connector parts where it goes onto the track. So thinking about the track here, I'm going to put one on the front, and then the other one will go on the side of the turret. Maybe here on the front would probably be better. And most of the tools have to go up here because the way the turret rotates, there's not going to be room around here. We can put stuff on the back too, a couple pieces. We just have to kind of make something up because it was never used, so you don't know really how it should be. But I think the best places would be here in the front. And I'm also thinking about the track. I know on the smaller track, they had like a bar that went across it that held it on. But on the bigger track, they had like, it was mounted on and some plates put on it, like this. And I really don't have anything for that, except for I have cut out 4 pieces here. And make it fit into the square. And then put a bolt on top of it, a bolt head on top of it. Then it looks like it's the holder, the bracket that holds it on. Because I'm pretty sure that they look like that. They just had a, a bracket holder with a screw in it, or with a bolt in it, I think. I know that the smaller track had the bar over it though, but the bigger ones, I think it was on the Tiger Elephant, and it was on the Yak Tiger. It had similar. It had big track too, and it was like had bolt brackets that was molded into the track that went onto the extra track. So I think the track's okay like it is. I have to get this painted. First we'll glue the string onto the ends of the tow cable. I also have to figure out where to put the tow cable, and I think we'll put that on the back. I also noticed when I was looking at my Panzer IV to see, how they had things set up, that it's missing the S, the S things to tow with. The S shackles. I could call them shackles, I guess. But I have a couple extras, so after I do this, and then we'll put the shackles on there. I want to do a little repairs on it anyways, because a lot of the mounts for the skirts are missing, and I have brass wire and also this thinner card that can work for that. Because some of them are the triangles are missing, and some of them the bars are missing that goes over it. But I read that they had a lot of problems with those getting damaged anyways, so it's not really that unrealistic that half of them are missing. Yeah, we got some painting to do. I like these clothespins to hold stuff like this. Let it dry good. Of course, like I said, I paint everything by brush. I did own an airbrush one time. So now I'm gonna make a couple small plates for the track. We need four should be enough. Like here, here, and same on the other one. Might be too small. Need to spearmint a little bit. No, that's not gonna work. The worst knife blades in the world. I don't remember what the brand these were, but they're terrible. I think that's about right. It fits in here pretty good. Like that. I think they would put it on in this way because it gives more space between the track and the armor. Because I heard they like to put the track in the front on the front glacis because it was an extra protection. I read that somewhere. I don't know how good it is, but okay. Yeah. So we need four more like that. So we got a couple plates now. And now I got some extra parts, and I'm going to look for a big bolt head that'll go on there. And then it'll be bolted on with the plates there onto the thing. And do the same thing for here. You too. Pretty good for just eyeing it. So we got our mounting plates. And we need 4 big bolts. I'm gonna take a look, see what I can find for bolts. Well, I have these bolt heads. They're quite a bit more prominent. They're not really thicker, but I think they'll probably work. I'm not really sure what's better. I don't even know what this sprocket's to. I know my track just fell apart though. Yeah. It's been sitting a while too, so. Once it's on the tank, it won't be a problem anyways. Actually, I'm going to have to put something underneath on this side too, to keep for it to hold good. And I don't like all the pin marks on the bottom of here, but that's just too much work. I did a lot of this work last year, but I didn't record any of it with the track and all the engine stuff that I put in there. But I'm going to have to find something to sit under here to hold it onto the tank. It might be this. It's thick enough. Looks like it is thick enough. Cut a couple strips out of here to put underneath it. Put the strip on, paint the strip. Should work okay. I really don't know how they would have been mounted with this freaking heavy track, so they would have had to come up with some way to mount enough of it. Those are bigger and more prominent. They are bigger and more prominent, definitely. It's kind of what I was looking for. Okay, so now we'll cut out a strip for the bottom. Think about probably have to go here because this will all be in the way. So we don't need it too big. About that. I have a saw somewhere. But I got a real saw. It'll work too. Hacksaw. Works too. I'm making a little bit of a mess. It's okay. Couple braces now. So the last thing I'll do for now, we're going to put these brackets on and let them dry. The long one for the front, the short one for the turret. Once that dry, then we can get the track on. I'll let it dry on its side too. So until next time, thanks for watching.